So a while back, I made a post on my community channel asking you guys to come up with ideas for games using this random T-pose guy that I made and didn't know what to do with. And I kind of worded it so that you guys would create some weird and stupid ideas. And boy, you came through. So let's have a look. Kuzushi suggests
a game where you have to stealth around the main character, but you can hear the clap of his ass cheeks everywhere you go.
tasty.
He makes enemy 2x salad.
Pet crow.
The player can attack things by vomiting long swords.
Please add a chicken to the game.
Make him fight horses.
Please just add a chicken.
A beat 'em up dating sim.
Get some help.
The man's feet grow throughout the game.
Get high on spaghetti and shoot angry businessmen while hacking with a laptop.
Okay, great hustle, guys. I'm actually going to make a few games because there were so many comments that I thought it would be a shame if I only did one of them. I'm going to make a bunch of questionable games, that's what I'm saying. So let's start with the second most liked comment, which is from Jackie Edwards, who says, "This isn't the player, it's the level. Climb to the top of Mount Martin to win. Watch out for the anti-personnel squad. A bunch of tiny versions of him. They can run on any surface." Damn, I'm going to have to do maths, aren't I? So I started by dropping Null into a new scene so that I can just repurpose his character controller. And behind him is Mount Martin. So that's what I'm going to do. Mount Martin is going to be T-pose guy and all the enemies are going to be in a T-pose. But Jackie didn't say anything about the main character not being animated, so I'm going to animate him. So here's the walk animation. Kind of stiff looking, but I don't mind it. People have all sorts of weird walks in real life, so it's fine. Due to a weird scaling issue, I created this absolute unit. Looks like the love child of Slender Man and The Rock. And this genuinely freaked me out when I first saw it. I just rotated something I wasn't meant to, but it's also kind of sick. And also this wasn't even an accident. It was just me pasting the keyframes from one leg to the other. But looking at that makes me very happy. But here's what that run's meant to look like. And here is a quick and dirty idle animation. And here he is running around in the scene. Not sure how many of Null's moves I'll let him keep. Might let him have the ground pound. I think we can get rid of the roll though. But he definitely needs to jump. So let's get that in there and whoops. Weird scaling issue. There we go, that's better. Can you see where I'm going with this? Oh damn, I just realised Jackie said that this model isn't the player. Am I going to have to create a new character? Let's see if we can get some inspiration from one of the other suggestions. That random robot suggests
a 3D frogger with that guy moving like a worm across the level, but instead of vehicles, creatures move through the paths trying to eat him, and the setting is a giant garden.
This was the only comment that I could find that actually suggested a different idea for the main character. It wasn't the T-pose man. So now we have an unholy mishmash. So it's going to be a 3D Frogger-like game where you're climbing to the top of this mountain / T-pose guy / garden, and you're avoiding other T-pose guys / animals who are on him, and also you're a worm. Well, I better get to making this new worm character then. Can't believe I have to scrap that whole other character. As you can see here, I created an entirely new character. Not the T-pose man at all, just a regular worm. So then I blew out the camera a bit to contrast the normalness of the absolutely normal worm main character. And now I've got to figure out how I'm going to get climbing working on all surfaces of this T-pose guy. So first I got the camera and the gravity working Super Mario Galaxy style. So here he is climbing on Mount Martin's hand. And you can see that the way he orients himself based on like the angle of the floor he's standing on isn't exactly ideal. He'll like snap to a new angle immediately. And I think even if I smooth Mount Martin a lot, it would still be a problem. So I want to get a bit more complicated with the gravity setup. I had the idea to use the spline following script that I made in the devlogs. So the center of gravity can move to the closest point on a spline to where the player is situated. And I can just stick these splines throughout the skeleton of Mount Martin. Wait, why do I care so much about accurate gravity in a throwaway little game? In the end, I did just smooth the crap out of him, and yeah, it works alright for our purposes, I think. I did use the spline system to tell it roughly which way the gravity should be in case you come unstuck from the surface for whatever reason. But man, this is taking way too long, so let's get some gameplay going. Morning. Morning. Once I got this enemy in, I realised the actual scale of Mount Martin. It was massive. This here, what you're seeing right now, is about half of what it was, and it's still huge. So we'll see. He might get a lot smaller, depending on what the gameplay needs. What is going on right now? Am I having some sort of fever dream? This is going to be the weirdest thing I've ever made. Oh my god, what am I doing? I really hope a kid plays this. And then their dad walks in. And he's unable to, like, explain. And it really affects their relationship from that point on. What the hell? Okay, I need to get this game done before I lose it completely. So next I cut Mount Martin up and I gave him these climbable and non-climbable grassy and rocky surfaces. And so my idea is that it's going to be a mix of platforming and clinging to the surface and doing this Frogger-ish gameplay. Okay, now there's no disputing. This is just a normal worm, doing normal things that a regular worm does. We've got the hit working now as well. Now, for the rest of the environment art, I could do a bunch of art myself, but I'll never get this video out. Besides, this guy called Zug Art has just done all the work for me, and all I have to do is give him money. What a sucker. So then it was just a matter of covering Mount Martin and all this stuff, and this took absolutely ages, but I think he's looking pretty decent. First, we've got a nice little wooded area at the bottom. I wanted to make it nice because people are going to be seeing the bottom a lot. Game's hard. But it starts out pretty easy with these nice little platforming segments, and the enemies on the wall at the beginning aren't too fast or numerous, so the average player should be able to get a fair distance. Then it starts to get a bit harder with these tiny moving platforms which get smaller and smaller. Then you have to traverse past some faster moving enemies and a tricky jump on up to the shoulder where the head's been blocked off by rocks, so you have to go along the arm, climbing underneath and make it past this nightmare. And then onto a long segment of precise platform jumps. And then finally it ends and you have a straight shot to the finish line. I whipped up a little opening screen with the surprise when he jumps out for people who don't know what they're getting themselves into. And then when you've entered your name, you're allowed to play the level. And then it was on to adding sounds. And for this I used a mixture of my own voice and online like sound production generating tools. So you got wiggle sounds, you got jump, run, getting hurt, just the basics really. Then I repurposed the UI from Zero Tag and put some nice illustrations in there. And I also added a speedrun timer for people who want to see how quickly they can beat the game. The timer starts when you leave the white floor at the bottom. And then obviously if you get knocked off the wall, the timer will reset when you hit the white again. And then finally, as an extra little incentive to get to the top, the player's rewarded with the worm character popping into his little hole. And then there's an online leaderboard so you can see how well you did against other people. It's very difficult, so I'd be surprised if a lot of people even make it to the leaderboard. Unfortunately, as of the time of releasing this video, I'm still having some problems with getting the controls on the gamepads working in the build, but check back soon for a working build. But anyway, let's get on to the next game. We're going to be doing the suggestion with the most likes, which is from Caps Control, who says, the character will use that menacing T-pose from the GIF every time he approaches an enemy. But that's not a complete game idea yet, so let's try and supplement that with something else from the comments. Under that comment, BW suggests, why not just make it about posing in general? And Caps Control agreed, so I'm going to go with that. And I found another comment about poses, which had some upvotes, so let's add this. He should be able to perform poses for every letter in the alphabet. And I think they might have been suggesting actually contorting his body into the different letters of the alphabet. But I can't think of a way to make that menacing. So I'm going to interpret that a different way and say it just has to pull a pose for every letter that you type. It doesn't matter what the pose is. So here's my idea. It's very British. You're trying to pick a fight with a massive guy in front of you, and it's a typing game where you have to type out the insults. All right, let's go. First, I got to do a pose for each letter of the alphabet, and I'm going to use the most commonly seen aggressive poses. And they are, of course, standard flexing. Come at me, bro. Say that one more time. J'accuse. Double bird. Manic laughter. You, fight me. You think you can handle all this? What the f, bro? These nuts. Full ape. Fisticuffs. Loser sign done with the wrong hand. Angry Japanese anime teenage schoolgirl. Charlie Chaplin. Enraged Millhouse.
I feel like I'm gonna explode here! Ugh.
Think Mark Think. Old man shaking fist. The T-pose. Woo, I'm a scary ghost. The upside down T-pose. Warrior pose. Angry dab. Then I was really running out of ideas, so Goku, Vegeta, Fusion Heart. And here they all are together, looking like a bunch of discount Power Rangers. So let's go ahead and start actually making a game. First I stuck the guy into the scene and made it so that pressing the keys brought up the relevant poses. Then I added a little shaker script to make it seem more menacing and made sure that we didn't shake below the floor. I found this great font on Defont. It's called Bam's Anger. It says, a scratchy font for when you're feeling angry. This is a demo version and only has the uppercase letters. I think that's gonna be alright. We're feeling pretty uppercase, I think. So next I added the text system. I specified which sentences it can start the dialogue with, and in the assets of the sentences I added like linked sentences so that it'll naturally flow from one sentence to the other. But as there's not many options so far, it kind of gets repetitive quickly. Show me what you're made of, you great big melon. Show me what you got, you wanna go? Come on then. Show me what you're made of, you melon. Come on then, you melon. Show me what you're made of, baby. Come on then, you melon. Show me, you melon. Show me what you're made of, great big melon. Show me what you're made of. So then I let each sentence know whether it can end the dialogue, must end the dialogue, or ends the dialogue in the next sentence. And also whether it's a question, whether it's an exclamation for punctuation purposes, and made it always refer back to a new starting sentence when it starts a new sentence. So it's starting to shape up now. Show me what you're made of, princess. You smell like my grandmother having a dump. You fight like my grandmother having a dump on a goat. You look like a blind baby. You fight like my grandmother. You want to go, do you? You want a piece of this? You smell like a damp baby. You fight like a blind toddler. There's still a fair amount of repetition, but I'm actually okay with that because I feel like when these fights happen in real life, people aren't very imaginative either. So let's get the typing working. So then I just made it so that it just deletes the letters from the top line and any spaces and punctuation that might be there. And once the top line's empty, it just shifts the lines up automatically. So typing's working, but we're definitely lacking a person for him to be angry at. So let's get that in there now. So I made this big guy and posed him up. I'm using Auto Rig Pro, by the way, to rig these characters. For anybody who's tried to rig before, my God, just saved so much time. So trying to decide what size he should be in the scene. I think maybe like head off of the camera, like so big that it's just ludicrous. I think that there's something funny about like not being able to see his expression at all. I then got our man here moving around a lot more, using the space available to him to really, intimidate. And I stuck in a timer, and then I added a countdown and a score in the middle, which shakes every time you get a point. And also I made it so that every time you get 25 points, the camera shake increases a little bit. I also changed it so that he'll only do the pose if you type the correct character, which is good visual feedback. You'll know if you missed a letter because the character just won't be posing. So then I added a bunch of stuff. So first of all, there's shake on the text itself. And then as you type more stuff, the color of the scene starts to change. And also every 10 seconds, the camera angle will change. And that's good because you'll have a visual cue of like how much time you have left that isn't just the timer, because you're going to be looking at the text the entire time, not the timer. You'll sort of know when you're coming to an end because you'll see like the sixth shot in the camera sequence, which is actually the same as the first one. Character still needs a voice, so
come on then, princess.
Voice synthesizer.
Let's go.
So I need some music, so naturally I'm using Kevin MacLeod. So let's see what we've got here. Let's see, Aggressor, that kind of sounds suitable. That's kind of good. Let's see if there's anything better. Raving Energy. I've actually used that in a previous game jam, so I won't go with that one. Energizing. Energizing? Is this energizing? I don't know about that. Doesn't sound very energizing to me. Let's see. What have we got?
You wanna go? princess. I'll have you, son. You look like my grandmother. You want a piece of this? You force me and you right now. Let's have it.
And if you want to play it yourself, for some reason, you can find it in the description, and there's an online leaderboard. Alright, next game.
The guy would grow gigantic blades from his arms and turn into a Beyblade.
Shadeless spinning T-pose man vs the world.
The character spins like a blender to kill things.
His main attack will spin like a Beyblade.
A top-down shooter in which both T-posed arms are guns. Edit Beyblade.
He spins himself like a Beyblade to attack his foes being multicolored clones of himself to signify the deep inner struggle of blank T-posed man.
Look at him, he's obviously a Beyblade. Give them a little arena and let them go at it.
Beyblade. Let her rip.
One word, Beyblade.
Make him a Beyblade.
Beyblade.
Spiny boy.
I didn't actually consider that people would suggest keeping it in the T-pose, and I just added the spinning to show off the model. It's not a feature. Well, I guess it is now. Whee! Okay, I'm sorry I doubted you guys. So I made it so that after a certain time they all head towards the center, but they get knocked down too easily, so I think I have to change the collider to be more Beyblade-like, more round, even on all sides. And I'm going to these little nubbins for maximum damage where the arms would be. Let's see if that works. Nope. How about making it shorter? No. Smoother? No. You know what? I'm going back to the original model because I like the way they collided better. I'll see if I can add some sort of self-writing script. Okay, it's sort of working, but they've become a bit lackluster. Probably just need to tweak the values a bit. Okay, so now they're properly bouncing off of each other, spinning out wildly, and then coming back in, hitting each other again. It's looking pretty competitive now. I've also added a stun, so if they hit another person, it takes them 2 seconds before they start heading towards the center again. Tell you what, we'll give them all random colors, and we'll give them a name tag, and then there'll be one for each subscriber. So if you're a subscriber at the point of me releasing this video, you're competing in this battle royale coming up in just a second. So let's grab every subscriber. And bear in mind, if you're not publicly subscribed to me, then you won't be included in this list because I have no way of finding out who you are, unfortunately. If you want to be publicly subscribed, in case I do stuff like this in the future, then just go to your YouTube settings and under privacy, you can find the setting. It was getting kind of low frame rate, so I had to reduce the poly count in Blender. Oh no, my boy's not feeling too good. Maybe we should give him a few more polys. And oh dear, looks like it's still very, very slow. And this is only with 2,000 of the 8,000 people who are publicly subscribed, so that means we unfortunately have to... Yeah, sorry mate. Simplified the collider as well, to basically what it was anyway. So then it was a bit faster, but I was getting these huge pile-ups, which is bad because they're not really Beyblades anymore. And also just means tons of collisions every frame, slowing the frame rate down. Okay, so we're all ready. I've got a glass of wine here, and I'm ready to watch you all die. There's already people heading towards the edge. So basically, in the end, I made it so that half of the people actually head to the outside. So yeah, half of them are making the great pilgrimage to the edge. Whether it's because of a brain defect, or because they're just not enjoying themselves, or what, I don't know. What's wrong, Laser Brain Labs? Oh, bye-bye. It looks like they're sort of not spinning much, but that's just because of the low frame rate at the moment. The frame rate will catch up. You can already see it sort of starting to step up just as people exit the game. It's a bit like Glastonbury or something, except there's no music and everybody's only got one dance move. So yeah, you can see me in the center there. I'm afraid I sort of unfairly weighted the game in my favor. I've given myself the maximum pull towards the center possible. In fact, it's more than maximum. The randomness is set so that the maximum any of you guys can have is 10 pull towards the center, and I'm at an 11. So, yeah, my pulling power is better than any of you. Okay, so still people... Oh, down. I feel like that's prophetic. Oh, it's Dawn, sorry. But, oh, maybe Dawn will make it. Maybe she'll... No. So, yeah, it is a bit like a mosh pit in the center. Oh, frame rate's starting to pick up a little bit. I think we've lost most of the people who were sort of heading towards the outside now. I say that, but I can still see people. It might have taken a little while for some people to break out of this big cluster of annoying people that were stopping them from traveling to their death. Oh, hey! I found my dad, Ian Thompson. There we go. So he's clearly got pulling power as well, although I don't quite believe that. That's not canon. Gahools. This is a lot of people. Like, I hadn't really truly realized how many of you there are. It's kind of crazy. I really didn't think that 30,000 was that much. I mean, this is probably just 2,000 people right here. That's insane. So thank you so much, everyone, for your support so far. Breaking. Is that breakdancing, or he's just kind of, his body's breaking from being battered around so much? Come on, Pascal. You can make it. Oh no. I feel like this is, I don't know, he's sort of keeping up with the edge, but eventually, I mean, his pulling power is not that great. So as soon as he hits someone, he might be out of here, or he's getting very close to Jing. Oh no! See ya. Cute. You are cute. Hello. You're all cute. Look at them. They're great. Intensify! He is intensifying. I can almost look at everyone now with a good frame rate. No, not quite, but there's the rate that people are dropping off at is pretty high right now. Oh wow, I love this. This is amazing. I just can't believe that each and every one of these people is one of you, and it's just such a small portion of what we started with now as well. It still seems like a massive amount. I don't know if my dad's still in here. I can't see him. Oh. I'm heading towards... I'm not in the center anymore. Oh, that could be bad. Oh no, I'm heading back in. That's all right. I think everybody that's left should have at least a little bit of pulling power, so they should have a chance. Wow, look at this. I think I can look at everyone now and have a good frame rate. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? Oh no, look at me. I'm heading towards the edge. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, no, that's me. I'm still in. I'm still in. Come on. Get it back. Get it back. Get it back. Get it back. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, can you see yourself? Are you still here? Wow. Okay. Last few seconds. Really whittling down. Blue guys seem to be very powerful. We got some power on the blue guys' side. Don't know why that is. It's pure randomness. Okay, it's down to Asherby, Volvagiza. Why do I live? It's still hanging in there. He's gone. It's me, the gamer, Adam Man, and Alliance Games. Alliance Games is gone. It's me, the gamer, and Adam Man. And it's Adam Man for the win. Well done, Adam Man. 134. Hope you're proud of yourself. I know I am. Thanks very much, guys, for your great suggestions. I had a great time working on this video. Let me know if you liked it. I'd love to do more videos involving you guys. So if you're new here and you want to be a part of that, then why not hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys. Catch you later.